The AH-64 Apache has been a mainstay of American air power since it was first introduced in the 1980s. It's still a key part of the U.S. Army's arsenal. The latest version, the AH-64E, has some big improvements, including software updates, better sensors, and more advanced avionics. Boeing's upgrades to the Link 16 features and the incorporation of the General Electric T901 engine enhance its speed and operational capabilities. The AH-64E can reach speeds of 155 miles per hour, has a range of 345 miles, and an operational ceiling of 20,000 feet. With advanced target acquisition systems, the Apache remains a formidable force, capable of deploying traditional armaments and future-directed energy weapons. Equipped with state-of-the-art countermeasures, the AH-64E is poised to remain a key asset in U.S. and Allied forces well into the 2060s. When the AH-64 Apache was introduced in the 1980s, no one could have expected its success. Decades later, the Apache is synonymous with American air power. Indeed, it carries much of the U.S. Army's air combat legacy. While the Apache was originally conceived of as a multi-role helicopter, it basically became a powerful attack helicopter. This helo is so popular and ubiquitous in combat theaters across the globe that multiple variants have been built by Boeing. It's also used by the armies of multiple allies. The most recent and advanced Apache variant to come online is the AH-64E. Boeing's E model of the Apache went under contract with the U.S. Army at the end of 2021. The E will include software updates and improvements to the pilot interface, according to the Boeing official press release. Boeing is upgrading what's known as the Link 16 features of their Apache helicopter. Link 16 is described by Defense News as an open systems architecture that will allow for easy technology insertion later on. In other words, Boeing is making the AH-64E model of the Apache upgradable in ways that will ensure it makes a relevant and lethal contribution to the battlefields of today and tomorrow. Some of the other upgrades, as Defense News reports, have to do with an optimized route and attack planning capability. Another feature the Pentagon is working into the new variant of the Apache is the Army's improved turbine engine built by General Electric Aerospace. This new T901 engine, coupled with drivetrain and tail rotor improvements to the new Apache, will push this bird to around 155 miles per hour. Not bad for a rotor wing aircraft. The E model has improved sensors as well as avionics packages. The The AH-64E has an operational ceiling of around 20,000 feet and a range of about 345 miles when fully loaded. A further development enhances the Apache's target acquisition and designation systems, giving the pilots of these two-seat birds a more accurate and reliable means of identifying and tracking enemy forces at greater distances as well. Some staples of the Apache offensive capabilities remain on the E model. Its primary offensive system remains the M230 30mm chain gun, which can fire up to 625 rounds per minute. Like previous models, this bird can carry 16 AGM-114 Hellfire missiles. These laser-guided missiles are very effective against armored targets. And like previous Apaches, the AH-64E can deploy Hydra 70 rocket pods that can be used against both soft and hardened targets. In order to keep pace with the multipolar geopolitical environment America is entering, engineers are incorporating the ability to deploy directed energy weapons, DEW, from the AH-64E. The U.S. military has struggled to develop DEW for years. Advances, while slow-going, have been made, with many more to be had. The presence of pylons capable of deploying such advanced weaponry should indicate to observers that the Americans are close to having reliable and effective DEW capabilities. In terms of defenses, the E is equipped with state-of-the-art countermeasures to protect against enemy threats. An advanced electronic warfare suite, including radar warning receivers and infrared countermeasures, helps the AH-64E evade detection and defend against incoming missiles. The AH-64E Apache is expected to remain in service for many years to come. With ongoing upgrades and modernization efforts, the helicopter's capabilities are continually being enhanced to meet the evolving needs of the Army and its allies. In fact, the Army projects that the E variant of the Apache attack helicopter will remain a key feature of the U.S. Army's arsenal well into the 2060s.